Birmingham 2018. Many members of the Wind Ensemble are student athletes, members of the Illinois Youth Orchestra, AP students, and also participate in a wide range of activities, including the Alabama All-State Band and District 2 Honor Band. Revisiting the Star Wars saga again tonight, please welcome to the stage the Southside Wind Ensemble, their conductor, Mr. Matt Weaver. And I gotta say it, may the force be with you. That was great. Loved it, loved it. Meredith Wilson's book and later musical, The Music Man, is the charming story of Harold Hill, the con artist turned band director. Set in the late 18th or 19th century, Harold Hill poses as a boys' band leader and organizer to make his fortune selling band instruments, books, and uniforms to the naive Midwestern townsfolk, promising to train their children into a fine town band. Hill, however, is no musician and plans to skip town before the first downbeat. The prim and proper town librarian and piano teacher Marion sees right through him and intends to expose the phony director until she witnesses Hill helping her younger brother to overcome his lisp and social awkwardness and begins to fall in love with him. Risking being found out, Hill stays and tries to make a go of it, being the town band leader to win Marion's heart. In the musical, Professor Hill uses the song 76 Trombones to help the townspeople of River City, Iowa visualize their children playing in a would-be marching band. Well, tonight we don't have 70, but you'll never know the difference. Featuring our infamous trombone section, please enjoy Meredith Wilson's 76 Trombones.
All right, how about those trombones, ladies and gentlemen? Let's give them Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here tonight. Your support of the arts in our school and our band program here in particular means so much to us as the directors and to these students. If you've enjoyed what you've heard tonight, let's give all the students from 6th grade to 12th a big round of applause. Let us also thank our host for this evening, the legendary voice of the bride, Mr. Zane Smith. be sure to thank Mrs. DiGaetano and Mrs. Hammock, too, for all of their hard work. I can tell you that thank you so much. The pride is an integral part of our community, and in a minute you'll hear just how true that is. For my part, I want to say thank you all, parents, for investing your time and energy and support into your children by allowing them and encouraging them to be a part of our band. Music and the arts are an essential part of every child's education. Not a superfluous, not an extra, they're an essential. And we thank you for putting them in this band program, and we're all of us very lucky to be a part of a program that is so established and so esteemed in our community. So thank you. Before I call up the Alumni Scholarship Committee, I'd like to recognize an extraordinary family in our community and band family. Mrs. Belle Furman was a lifelong supporter of the Southside Band, whose 3 daughters all came through the program since its very beginning in 1958. Mrs. Furman's daughter, Sally Robertson, was one of the very first drum majors, and her mother was instrumental in starting the band booster program and served as a member for over 30 years. Last July, Mrs. Furman was the oldest member in attendance at the Golden Reunion of Graduates, and sadly, since then, she has passed away at the age of 98, having lived a long and happy life full of service to others and to our community. So tonight, on behalf of the Southside Band, the Pride Music Association, and the Alumni Association, I would like for the family of Mrs. Furman to please stand and be recognized, and we'd like to award her family a small token of our appreciation. Finally, before we close tonight's concert, we are pleased to announce the recipient of the Stowers Traylor Excellence in Music Scholarship. But before we do that, would you please welcome to the stage members of the Pride Alumni Association, Ms. Paige Bowling, Ms. Susan Lassiter, and Mr. and Mrs. David Engel, who will present the scholarship and talk to us a little bit about what this endowment is, who Jan Stowers and Mr. Traylor were, and what exactly were the criteria for this scholarship. So, can we please thank these alumni for their generous donations and to helping our deserving students.
Good evening. I'm David Engel, and a 1982 alumni and co-founder of the Southside High School Alumni Band Association. And back in 2006, a group of us got together at a football game and laid out plans for that one opportunity that we'd always thought about is having one more performance with the band. Working with then director Hal Murphy, we started gathering at our dining room table and set up shop with drawing bank spreadsheets, help from other classes, lending their mailing list as well as the gift of the internet, and tons of annuals on loan to us. It would probably take all night if I would tell you all the wonderful stories past members from the first year and forward still could tell with fondness. We had dozens while they had us on the phones that just had to tell that one thing that still carried, they still carried with them. This band apparently makes a mark on our lives that we won't ever want to forget. That year we performed for year 49 and spent the next 12 months preparing for the Big 50. We had such a great time practicing performing with the current band, we knew that this could not be the end. And it was another unforgettable memory. Our mission, if this was going to take, would not only function as a contact for alumni members' info in the coming years, but to provide, if possible, assistance to students with their fees should a family hardship occur, otherwise making it not possible for them to stay in the program. That's still the mission. The award that the others following me will soon tell you about was named after Mr. Jan Stowers. He was our first band director, instrumental in starting the program, getting the instruments, uniforms to the first show that was ever done. And then along with his successor, Mr. Tony Traylor. The scholarship was established to promote leadership and excellence as the individuals this scholarship was dedicated to have done in the past for the SHS band with their years of dedication and guidance to young musicians.
So to continue from there, my name's Stacy Engel, and I'm a graduate of the class of '85 from Southside, and a proud member of Southside's band. We want to make this an annual scholarship, but it takes a little bit from everybody, and we really are here tonight to really speak from our hearts. Band meant a lot to the four of us standing up here, and as you can see, we're not all spring chickens anymore, so for us to still be involved and want to do something, it really has left a mark on our lives. So basically, if you think about it, the scholarship we're giving tonight is $1,000. And if you think about that, there are hundreds of Pride alumni, hundreds. And if 100 people gave $10, we could pay for it every year. And that's just $10 each, so for 100 people. So think what we could do, if we even got more than that. We could buy instruments, help with travel fees, help with band fees, purchasing music, and so forth. So if you're a band alumni, a parent, a family member, or just someone who loves music and wants to keep the arts in our community, which I think is so important, and it seems to dwindle year by year, but we need to keep it up. Let's make it happen. Okay, it just takes a little more than a combo meal, okay, at a fast food restaurant. So we've given this scholarship one other time. It's been a little while. And we really, like I said, want to make it annual. We're really fortunate tonight to have the mother of the first recipient of the scholarship, and that's Susan Lassiter. I'll let her say a few words.
My name is Susan Laster, and I graduated in '81, and I was a member of the Pride. Back then it was the Panther Band, but like I said, I graduated in '81, and I was the mom of Will Stroop. He graduated in 2009, and he was the first recipient of the scholarship. Will started in 6th grade. Mr. Murphy put a tube in his hand, and the rest of it goes from there. Band meant a lot to Will. He excelled in music as he grew older, and Hal was a very big part of that, and his other instructors after that. And Will worked hard. It takes a lot of work to be in the band. It takes a lot of dedication, appreciation for music, and this room tonight is full of a lot of talented kids. And I think you all did a great job tonight. Just keep working at it, get better and better and better, and I know you'll go far in life. Will received a scholarship to Jacksonville, but he also, like Stacy said, received a scholarship through the Stowers Traylor Alumni Band Scholarship. And it takes scholarships these days especially to get your kids through college. And the more you learn and the more you excel at music, and I think you'll excel a lot in life. And it was an honor for Will to receive that. First of all, it was an honor for me, and it's an honor for me tonight to be standing here and help Stacy and Paige and David present this scholarship tonight to a very deserving student. And I want to offer them my congratulations and best wishes, because I know you'll go very far in life. Thanks.
Well, I get to bring up the rear. Aren't you glad? My name's Paige Bowling. I'm in the class of '83 of Southside, and also a proud member of the Pride of Southside, like we were known as then, the Southside Band. Was no pride to it. I'm glad there is now. We were, that didn't turn out like I meant for it to. I promise. Yeah, that turned out really well. I'm not even going to try to explain. We were tasked with a job to pick out one recipient. That was hard to do. We had several people who applied, and what they had to do, they had to fill out a form, and then they had to write a 400-word essay on what the band means to them. What is really miraculous is that every recipient or every applicant wrote that the band was family, and I have to agree, and it also has lasting friendships they believe that they made out of it. Well, I can tell you that's true, because look at the four of us. We've been friends for over 30-some odd years, and it's all because of the band. Let me see if I can read this. It was, like I said, it was very hard to make a decision on who to choose. Matt said he was glad he didn't have to do it. I don't blame him. I want to tell you guys something real quick though before we announce the recipient. Just those of you that are seniors, just a little FYI. If something happens while you're in college and you need to up your GPA, remember music classes can do that, okay? I'm speaking from experience, so just remember that. Word of advice. So without further ado, the recipient of this year's Stylish Trailer Excellence in Music Alumni Scholarship is Tristan Byers.
What great band programs we have in Etowah County Schools. How about that? Outstanding. Rainbow Middle School, Southside High School, all over the county. Grateful for that. Wicked is a Broadway musical with music and lyrics by Stephen Schwartz and book by Winnie Holzman. It is based on the Gregory Maguire novel Wicked, Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, published in 1995. It's a retelling of the classic 1900 novel, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, by L. Frank Baum, and the 1939 classic film, The Wizard of Oz. The musical is told from the perspective of the witches of the land of Oz, beginning before and continuing after Dorothy Gale's arrival in Oz from Kansas, and includes several references to the 1939 film and Baum's novel. Wicked tells the story of two unlikely friends, Elphaba, Wicked Witch of the West, and Galinda, whose name later changes to Glinda the Good Witch, who struggle through opposing personalities and viewpoints, rivalry over the same love interest, reaction to the wizard's corrupt government, and ultimately Elphaba's public fall from grace. The original production of Wicked premiered on Broadway at the Gershwin Theater in October 2003 and won 3 Tony Awards and 7 Drama Desk Awards, while its original cast album received a Grammy Award. In March 2016, Wicked surpassed $1 billion in total Broadway revenue, joining both The Phantom of the Opera and The Lion King as the only Broadway shows to do so. In July 2017, Wicked surpassed The Phantom of the Opera as Broadway's second highest grossing musical, trailing only The Lion King. Ladies and gentlemen, closing tonight's concert with an arrangement by Jay Cook. Southside Wind Ensemble and Mr. Weaver are proud to present selections from Wicked.